talk a little bit about the light effects for the vehicles, okay? I mean the light emission, not the light weight. So I will choose for this one the Humvee ambulance because it has some very nice sort of different lights that I want to show you, and because it uses them in different compartments. So this the cargo compartment is, in this case is the compartment 1, and for the pilot and co-pilot is the compartment 0, so it can show you some features because of these different compartments. Okay, so there we go. Let's just duplicate it, or better, let's override. Let me see, where is our vehicle here? Okay, we are up there. Let's find it out. M99, the Max ambulance here. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, let's take this version here. So override to tutorial, and here we go, and let's edit it. Okay, let's just get it open so it makes it easy for us. Edit prefab. Okay, which components are we dealing in this case? Only two. Okay, BaseLightManagerComponent, which is the manager for the lights, again a light emission from illumination, not light from the weight, and of course the ActionManagerComponent, right? Remember what are actions in this workbench? Actions are not actions themselves, they are just visual references for the place where we want the player, when the player look at that direction, they will see an action to press. Okay, so let's take a look what we got here. This is the ambulance Humvee. We have several actions here. Okay, it doesn't mean they are related to illumination. These are all the vehicle's action, several of them. Okay, and if we go here in the BaseLightManagerComponent, we see anything related to light emission itself. So what we got here, light slots are the place where the light will come from, right? We could even call these light spots because they are where the light is coming from. Unfortunately, we cannot rename this, so we have to go for trial and error until you find what you want. But once you open here, it already gives you some tip. For instance, light type head. Okay, pay attention here, it's very important. Not very important, because this is what will define the group of the lights that will be activated when you press some specific function. For instance, every single light slot that you put with light type head will activate at the same time of every other head types of the vehicle, unless you set it in different compartments, as I'm going to show you in a moment. Okay, so this is head is most likely its headlight of the vehicle, because if you take a look here, again, this is not necessarily the function of the light in the vehicle, what it is doing. No, this is just a submenu, a category which the light slot is separated. So we have the options head, which usually is headlight. Okay, rear, which can be the rear for the rear march, going reverse, which could also be reverse or some kind of beam, brake light, which can be used for the brakes, dashboard, which can be used for the dashboard lights or interior lights, hazard, which are often used as the blinkers. Okay, high beam, so it can be for the high beam on the headlights, and the searchlight, which can be a strong searchlight in any direction. But again, these are just categories. They don't mean the light is be used for that, and that's why I chose to show you in this ambulance, because we can see especially this stuff here in action. Okay, so let's see, we have this here. It doesn't We don't care that much now. Here we go. Let's see this last one. Dashboards. Oh, here we go. But you see, dashboard. Okay, you have a dashboard here. Where are they? You see these light points here. Okay, one here. We have. You must have. In this case, we might have 4 of them. One of each corner of the cargo compartment here. Yeah, one here. Another dashboard here. Okay, another dashboard here, and the next should not be a dashboard. Okay, is hazard light. Okay, so you see we have here the lights are set as dashboard type. What lights or which lights are these? If you never play with the Humvee ambulance, let me show you very quickly here what are we talking about. These dashboard lights, let's play it here. Okay, let's pull some ambulance here. There you go. There you are. Okay, the nice stuff from this vehicle is that you can open the cargo doors even if you are the driver, so it gets very handy for this showing purposes. Let's go here, let's play. Okay, see, you can open the doors here. Okay, those doors are excuse me, those lights are off, and even if you switch here in the vehicle's regular lights, they don't change at all. Okay, not in the high beam. Where are you? High beams. Okay, hazard lights. You see, none at all. But so to be able to change them, we get you see, even if we are here close to their switches, they are not showing the action for us. Why? Because we are not inside this compartment. So if I get in as a doctor or whatever, now I can turn them on and off. Okay, and you see they do not change any other lights on the vehicle, right? Again, let's see now what I'm talking about. Remember, as we saw a little bit ago, those lights, oops, let me just get open here. Okay, those lights on the back, they are type dashboard lights. Okay, but now then, this first part here is just for the light slots or light spots, the actual lights. Okay, where are they emitting from, where are the place they are installed, and which type of light they are, and also if they use some specific prefab, okay, for that light. But here in the same component, BaseLightManager, we can have another type here, emissive surface slots, which usually are also the lights themselves. Okay, for instance, here you have the headlight. Nice. But this, you see, in these spots, they don't exactly are in the place where they should emit from. For instance, I have here the left headlight and the right headlight, but they are not in the correct place. Okay, what place is that? We can find them here. You see, there it goes. I know it's messy, but it's just the game, the way it works for now. Okay, well, we will not use this menu here. We'll come to this one. Okay, we find out the spots for those compartment slots, and now we are going to action for those lights. You see, we are still not in the Action Manager component. We are still here in the BaseLightManager component. So here we have the proper actions for anything related to illumination in the vehicle. In this case, I had already opened. You see, as we have excuse me, as we have some dashboard lights here, they are configured as dashboards. When you're going to deal with that kind of lights, it's interesting if we change the class to dashboard as well. Why? Because of that, because the user action dashboard is what will control the dashboard type lights. what am I saying here? You see light dashboard user action, and here type of light dashboard. Okay, so now what we have here, dashboard lights is going to be related to 4 points of actions. Which actions are these? Are these ones that are in this component. So in this case, light interior rear 1, 2, right 1, 2. Okay, where are these names? They are here. There we go. Right, so here in the Action Manager component, we are setting the place where the player will look to be able to press those actions. So let's see here. There we go. Please don't miss this. Don't confuse them with the action spots. Okay, these are coincidentally they are almost in the same spots of the lights, but here are just the imagine this as a switch. Okay, this in this case is a switch. When you go at your home, you have a switch to turn your light on and off. This is the switch. I will show you right away. We will create a new switch, a random switch, to show you better. Okay, so we have this point, these 4 action points here, which are our switches for the lights. So there we go. Let's go back to this BaseLightManager. Where are you? BaseLightManager. Okay, and that's exactly what we are telling here. I want that these dashboard lights are turned on or off when I look to the action in one of these switches here. Okay, there you go. It's already ready, of course, and that's ready to do. But see, that's interesting, because here if you take a look, it doesn't tell the light type is dashboard. Okay, it's another kind of stuff. So we must be careful here. It is very easy to misplace or misjudge them, because this light type is not exactly the same of the light slots. Okay, the light slot here is not the type of light necessary. It's just a configuration, a group of light. They are dashboards, but the real light of the mission of the light is here in the action. Okay, so in this case, let me show you something interesting. Here in the light slots, if you want the light start already on, just change here light state. Wanna see? I will leave 2 of them already on, and 2 of them I will leave vanilla already off. Okay, here come the lights. Another interesting thing here I want to show you. You see again in this light dashboard, let me save here, user action. There you go, define compartment sections. Let's hold here. When anything is defined here, this action will only be visible if the compartment section of the compartment the player is in is defined here. What does it tell us? Most of the vehicles, when you open this menu here, it will show 0 here. Why? Because 0 is the general number for the compartments at all. But in this case, we have a number 1 here. So what is telling is that we are not speaking when I press this action here. Okay, any of these 4 switches, it will not be shown. Excuse me, it will not act upon other compartments. Sorry, excuse me, my voice failed here. Okay, this will be shown and will act only upon the number 1 compartment, which is here. When I see, let me press, let's see here, for instance, presence lights are the headlights. Okay, the normal headlights are presence lights. You see here we have the configurations, etc., and there we go, 1 here as well. So you gotta be careful what you're going to choose if you start a new I'm sorry, I'm just confusing. Define comparisons 0 here. 0. Okay, so the switch to turn headlights on and off will be only shown in the compartment number 0, which is the main one, and the switch to turn these behind lights here, these cargo lights, on and off will only be shown in compartment 1, which is the cargo compartment. Nice. So let's see now. Now we are going to our vehicle. Okay, let's see again. Hammer, let's go and see what we have done here. There we go. Let's start our map real quickly. Okay, let's see if I can show you now. Well, let's open that. Okay, we see, we change, and you see 2 of the lights are already on because we set that button enable. Now we can go there. If you go there and press the switch again, any of the switch, oops, apologies, let's get in, let's press any of the buttons, you see we switch to, and now we switch all on. Okay, because just those 2 now they get just like the other ones. So what we're going to do, guys, let me show you what I was talking about, the light types. If we go here, let's see, BaseLightManager, you see I am here. Let's close this here. Let me see. Okay, let's close this for now. Let's change this compartment to 0. So these switches here will not be shown when you are here anymore. They maybe appear to the driver or to the co-pilot, but not here back no longer, because what we have said, we changed the compartment here. We put 0 instead of the original one. Let's see how it goes now. Very quickly. It should be faster, but it isn't. We don't even have to test this at night now because we won't deal with the lights. Just to show you the vehicle and how we miss the button now. Okay, there we are. Oops, I don't have to be here. You can see, let's get in. And you see, I don't see, no longer see the actions, because they are now only be shown if you are in compartment 0. But as I'm not, even if I am the driver, they will probably not be shown to me because I can reach there. You see, I see no longer any of those actions, and I keep seeing all the regular lights here. Let's go back then. Again, now let's see a different stuff here. Let's edit our prefab. Let's go for the lights. Let's put it 1, back to 1. There we go. Okay, let's just leave these actions here for a moment, and let's change the lights themselves. Okay, you see, for instance, let me go here for the lights of the headlights. Instead of head, okay, even if this says light type, actually remember this is a group of lights, not exactly the type of emission. So let's change its group from head to dashboard. Okay, now you see dashboard. Why dashboard? Because it's the same group we have those lights here. Now see what happened when I'm gonna save it. We are going back to our test fields, and we are going to switch the lights from the cargo compartment, and I want to show you. So you notice that I have changed only one of the headlights from the head group to the dashboard group. So what's going to happen now, when I switch one of these lights here in the back, it will also switch one of the headlights. Okay, because the other one I haven't changed. So let's go. Let's open so you can see from external view as well. Okay, you see, I didn't change those lights, so they keep on. Let's go, turn them on. There you go, just one of the headlights is on. Okay, and if I press it again, it will shut that headlight down again. Okay, why that? Because I only change one of the headlights group. You see, the other one is still, but if I go now here at the driver's seat and switch the headlights here, only one of them will change because the other one is in another group. You see, I can press L, one turns and shut down. Okay, you see, oh, it seems like it's glitching here. Well, that's new for me. Funny stuff, it have turned both of them on and off. That's interesting, but don't know why it should not do that. Maybe because of those different emission points, okay? But I think I could show you. So the difference that it does here on the lights. Okay, there we go. There we go. So why it happened there that I couldn't now? If we come here, dashboard, and let's put it back to head. Okay, so again, try to remember this is not the type of emission. This is a group they are in. Let me show you, maybe we have some reference here from the left headlight. No, interesting. Yeah, interesting. Okay, regardless, né? Okay, now let's do some real fun stuff. What I wanna do, I wanted to keep my the lights as vanilla. Just let's shut those down. Those, let's turn them off, so they all will now start shut off. Okay, now we are going to the Actions Manager component. Okay, and we will add a new action here. I will just duplicate one of these from the back. Duplicate this one, let's call it random switch. Okay, position, I wanna be on direction. Okay, radius, height, radius, yeah, it's fine here. Position, I wanna be accessible in the middle of the cockpit or in the middle of the cabin. So 0, maybe 1.5, I guess, maybe 0.7, let's see, something around. Yeah, that'll be fine. So a little bit back in. Okay, so what is that? Again, we are now dealing with the Actions Manager component. What am I telling the game? That when the player look at this point here on the middle of the panel, on the middle of the vehicle, it should appear the liked action that we are creating now. For now, let me just play for you here. What we have done so far, imagine it's just like, let's say you rent a .com website, okay? If you don't put nothing in there, it will not show to anybody, and the search mechanism will not find it because there is just nothing there. You haven't put any content, you haven't set any link anywhere to nobody reach your website. Here is the same stuff. What we have done so far, we have just rented a .com website at this position, okay, but haven't put anything inside. So when you go there, you can look and you see nothing, okay? The action is there, but there is nothing there telling the game what it should show and what that action should do. So now we are going to return to our Jeep, to our Humvee. Okay, we know the new action index is there, okay? Where is this? The Actions Manager component, the random switch. Okay, the random switch is there. Now then, we are going to come here back to the liked actions manager, okay, and let's find one of those interesting actions. Let's use anything. Okay, let's create a new one. Let me see whether I can create. You see, as we have several here, I will just create, let's see if I have a different one. We don't have any different, so I will just create a random light user action. Okay, and I will name it, let me see, instead of doing that, I will do different. I will duplicate one. Yeah, so I don't have to fulfill all the boards, all the boxes here. I will just duplicate this one. Let me see whether it works. Let's change its class, like user action. Okay, so let me see what you got. Parents, we only need one. So parent, what are I talking here? Man, let's delete here. Let's see whether I can delete. Oh, I can. Okay, parent context list is the action from the action component. Okay, so here what I'm going to tell you, for this action, you see, I want that it's shown when the player look at the random switch direction, which is over here. Okay, we created this is here. Well, okay, that's what is be shown when the player looked at interior light. Okay, now here instead of head, okay, we are changing for dashboards. Why? Let me see here, because definite compartment. Okay, we are going to be sit in the pilot, in the driver seat, so this is compartment 0, so we have to change it here 0, otherwise it will not be shown to the driver nor the co-pilot here. Okay, so dashboard, what have I done here? I created a new user action for the lights. Okay, this action will be shown and will be activated when the player look at a random switch position, which is here in the middle of the windshield. This action will switch the dashboard type lights, the dashboard group lights, okay, which are those 4 lights we have in the cargo compartment. Nice. And this action will only be shown if the player is in the compartment number 0, which is here in front. Okay, prior to do the testing, let's just set 1 here. Okay, let's just one set. Let's go for the test, and you see the action should not appear. Maybe I'm wrong here. Let's make this test. As we are going to be in the compartment 0 and we set to 1. Let me see. Now we got here. Oh, okay, no action here because we changed the compartment. It should appear. Maybe let's see if I can see it from here on the back, but I guess not because it's too far away. Yeah, maybe. No, we cannot. Maybe that one in the middle. It could be that one, but I can turn my head and off. Maybe if I could switch. Maybe as a patient I can see. Oh, there we go. You see? Oh, that's nice. We can reach from here. Let me show it right away. That action that we are seeing now is the random switch I have just installed. So there we go. Ah, nice. What are we doing here? From that new button I installed in the windshield, I can activate the backlights here. Now let's make it real handy, it should work for us. I wanna just change it now, that compartment index here from 1 to 0, which is the front one. What is going to happen now? It will no longer show when you are sitting in the back, but it will show for the guys who are in front. Okay, let's see. Let's make this test real quick. Let's let's board as a passenger to see whether it shows for the passenger as well. There you go. You see, interior light on. Let's change. I just forgot to change the hour time, so you can actually see the lights. Okay, play as character. Let's open the door. Yes, you can open from here. You see they are off. Okay, now I press the random switch we have created, and there we go. I can use the lights from the front here. Okay, and so it goes for anything. Let me show you quickly what I have done with my other mods. Or no, excuse me. Let's do something different here. Let's say I don't want this new action show on the windshield. Okay, so what can I do? I can just let this action here, the ActionsManagerComponent, it just go there. It won't be used anymore, but it's just there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going again back for those new user-liked action I have created here, and you tell you I wanted it to show in the light switch, in the vanilla light switch of the vehicle. There you go. Okay, so now it should appear in that. But to avoid any kind of conflicts, let's give a different sort priority here. Let's put 7. Okay, let's see in the compartment 0. Okay, pilot only, no, interior only, yes. Okay, let's save it. There you go. Let's see how it goes now. We should have now a new option for the interior lights in the light switch of the vehicle. Let's go, let's see. Okay, here's our vehicle. Let's change it out to proper see the lights at night. Okay, now let's see. Oh, there you go. Interior light on. Okay, it doesn't do anything here. No, but if we go and look, let's open the back doors. Okay, you see they are on, and if I use interior lights here, they are off. There we go. See, again, we didn't change any switch exactly, any physical switch. We just told to the game, now I want a new action be shown here in the light switch of the vehicle, and this one will be connected to the other lights, anything related to this one. Okay, let's say now, to wrap this tutorial up, let's say I add a new point of light. Okay, for instance, I want some cabin lights. I don't want to get in the dark in the vehicle, which is the exactly thing I have done in the same vehicle but in my actual Mad Max vehicles mod. So let's see. Let's go back here to the BaseLightManagerComponent. I really enjoy those lights they used in the back, so I will take one of those. Let's go back here to the light slots. Okay, I will duplicate one of these. Duplicate. Okay, let's see here, light slot, yes. Dashboard, yeah, let's keep it dashboard. Okay, first thing first, I will change again this stuff here. Let me see, light user action. Okay, to dashboard, and that's okay. Now I will take this new light of ours. You will let it start already on. Maybe, yes, let's change its position. Let's set to 0. Okay, that's fine. That's 0 here. Let's put it 1.5 meters, maybe 1.7. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, something around there, just for showing you guys. Now then, let's see how it behaves, because I'm not sure. Well, let's first do here. Okay, so what I got here, I have a new dashboard light that should start already on. Let's see how things are here. Prefab, okay, in the 0 compartment. Oh, it's not here. Okay, that's nice, that's nice. And dashboard, okay, nice. Let's see here, we have this one I don't want any longer switching the other lights. But the problem is here I have set to dashboard. So it will turn this new light on, but also those lights on the back. This puts in a different situation because instead, oh, what can I do? I won't let it as a dashboard group. I will make it reverse group, okay? Remember, in the like slot is not the type of emission, it's just a group. So I don't want this new cabin light be in the dashboard group, I want it to be in the reverse group, okay? Now we are going to this new action here, which will be set in the light switch of the vehicle, not in the random switch. I could, you see, let's add here. Now I wanted the light switch and also in the random switch. Okay, you can turn it on and off in both of the buttons. Okay, here, but no longer dashboard. Now we are going to deal with the reverse group. Okay, let's go testing and you see what happens. What I want to do here, I hope it works, is that when I press the button in the vehicle's light switch or in the new switch we install in the middle of the windshield, it will activate only the cabin lights. The cabin light actually, because it's just one. Okay, let's put here, let's set the time to night. There we go. Okay, let's play it. Let's open the here. Okay, it's already started on because we are enabled there. Okay, you see if I press here it turns on and off and nothing happens in the back because the back lights are dashboard group. You see, even if I press here in the back nothing happens, and we can you should see, oh there you go, on and off here as well. Okay, and in the back they no longer change. You see, so to wrap up here guys, I hope you have understood this. ActionsManagerComponent is, again, I will repeat, I will emphasize this because it's the main thing so you can better understand how stuff works here in Workbench. ActionsManagerComponent is just a visual reference, an index, okay? That's we're going to tell the game, wait, hey, when the player looks at this direction, I wanted to see something. Okay, that's what are all those actions here. When the player look at that direction, what is he going to see? They are going to see what we define in other components. In this case, as we are speaking of light emissions, we have to deal here in BaseLightManagerComponent. In the other video, as we are messing with some seats, we have to do in the slot manager component. So when the player look at this or that place, for instance, the player go sits here. Okay, when the player look at that position, they will see these actions here. Okay, so in this case, BaseLightManager, these first groups here are the spots of these lights where they are going to be emitted, and the group they are here, the cluster. Okay, they are in the cluster called head. This light here is in the cluster called hazard. Okay, over here down we are actually defining the type of light. Okay, and here in the actions we are defining where I want to look, where I want to look to see that action, and which cluster that action will sit. Okay, have fun